Doesn't the tagline for this movie seem like something a villain would say right before they kill off someone? Like, your future's just been adjusted, bitch. Right? So the Adjustment Bureau, I was very excited for this movie. Why am I still holding this? Yeah, I was very interested in seeing this movie. It was supposed to come out a while ago, but it got pushed back. Really cool concept. Yeah, I had my worries about it, but I mean, who doesn't have their little holdbacks about movies they're looking forward to? Matt Damon, Emily Blunt, I think they both work very well together. They're a great team. Watch them run all over the place. Terrence Stamp usually plays the same type of one-note character, but I think it really works here. Let's see, there's Anthony Mackie's in this, Jon Stewart. He was in there for a little bit. That was awesome because I love Jon Stewart. I think we've all thought about it. What if our future has already been written? What if our life on Earth has already been predetermined? And the movie doesn't dwell too much deeper into that concept, or does it provide any sort of insight. Rather, it shows what happens if you were to stumble upon this so-called plan and then try to reject or run away from it. So it has its moments where it's actually really intelligent. It has its moments where it's just, you know, a somewhat highbrow action movie. Which some people aren't going to really go for, but I did, and I really like this movie. I'm actually surprised. I really enjoy this movie, and I encourage people to go see it. You know, you have to think a little bit, but it's nothing too complex that you can't wrap your head around. I noticed that this movie is actually very Hitchcockian, as a huge Hitchcock fan, but not in the sense because, you know, Hitchcock movies never really had these more intricate, mind-bending concepts for their plots, but rather in the sense of it being a romantic thriller, and some of the characters kind of emulate some famous Hitchcock movie characters. But yeah, I thought that, I mean, I just noticed that. I don't know if they were going for that, but it's something I kind of, you know, connected with it. As for flaws, I think the story does kind of slow down at some points, and doesn't really, as far as pacing, the pacing doesn't drag too much, but there are times where you can tell that they kind of added a little story element as just a stepping stone, and it felt kind of out of place. But that's really it. I do not have any big complaints about this movie. It did the opposite of a voice crack. Instead of it going up, it just kind of like went in, and words didn't come out. I really like this movie. This is the point of the year where movies actually started really, they start picking up momentum, we start getting better movies, so I'm excited about that. Seeing Rango tomorrow, too. So, yes, good stuff. This movie, very good. Go check it out. I command you to do so. Your future, I've written it in the plan for your life that you go see this movie. Wow, this is a fucking horrible joke. It's between 8.5 and 9, but I'm going to go for an 8.5 now. You know, it might teeter later, but whatever. For right now, 8.5 out of 10. Go see this movie. The characters in movies like this, there's a point in time where you kind of got to ask yourself, is this bitch really worth it? Really worth running all over the world for? You know, just risking your life? Really?